So I think for me, it's the person that tells you to do what you put off doing that's most important. And that for me is invaluable. So I would absolutely recommend it. Business before meeting Amit was very disorganized, very priorities were sort of not what they should have been in a business. Yeah, it was definitely stressful. It was, my mental health was not great, and it wouldn't have been great. 2, I don't think I would have been able to lead my team as well as I do now, so perhaps I would have had less retention in staff. And 3, I would have probably not been able to grow pretty much at all. So whether I grew or not during the time that I have a coach or not, it's kind of not necessarily about, you know, the now, the 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. It's about what happens in 12 or 24 months and how those sessions help you in the long run. So whilst, you know, one will always say owning business, yeah, you know, definitely. It is one of those things that it would have been considerably worse. Should have not got a coach. I think what opened my eyes to coaching was, one, somebody that uses Action Coach recommended it to me. So I just thought that it was like having a, not only a reassuring hand, but also sometimes a steadying hand. When you own a business, you feel a bit lonely at the top, and a coach also provides you with that extra level of not only support, but also comfort, but also takes you out of my comfort zone, takes you out of your comfort zone and sort of forces you to do the bits that maybe you know that you should do, but you don't because you're busy firefighting. But I think at the end of the day, it unlocks something in you, it switches something in you, where it becomes a little bit formulaic in a good way, where you set goals, you reach them, you set goals, you reach them. You know, it's like people say, you know, it's all about reaching the next 1% as opposed to growing 200% tomorrow. So it's about realizing those tiny 1%. But it is a little bit of everything. I think at the top for me, I've been able to give myself a role within the business, whereas before I was doing a little bit of all roles. I've been able to give other people their roles and kind of structure the company so it runs like a normal company. And I've been able to set processes where each person can hold each other accountable for what they do and what they need to do and what they should do, more importantly. And I've been able to look into the future and say, right, if we're struggling with this, it's because we didn't do this, therefore let's do this in order to get to this point. I think leadership also comes with, obviously depending on what you're doing as far as leadership, but I think a lot of leadership is experience and being able to see things before they happen. And something like this helps you. Obviously, if you've got a person next to you who is able to, like I said before, reassure you in your gut feelings of right or wrong, then at the end of the day, you're going to make your decision, you're going to go for it, considering you've got someone else's support. I feel prepared for whatever stress comes my way. I'm able to kind of take a deep breath and go, okay, I've seen this before, let's go and deal with the situation. Or, I don't need to deal with the situation. This is the person that needs to deal with the situation, and I'm able to, I've almost learned how to empower other people, delegate to other people in a way that I don't take away their learning experience. I'm a pretty laid back person typically. I mean, I'm, you know, high energy, smiling, etc. I think inside is kind of where most people will go, well, how are you really feeling? I think probably my wife would be the only person to really see that in me, because she's obviously the person I vent to. I think it was taking a toll on mental health before. Now I am able to delegate, and I am able to take the load off, and I am able to hold other people accountable. And I think that's what organization's all about.